it's Bree and welcome to my channel. So for the second video on my channel, I decided that I wanted to go through some of the different graphic novels that I've picked up in the past few months. Now, I'm not a humongous graphic novel reader. I usually read way more manga than graphic novels, but for some reason I've accumulated quite a few in the past few months, so I decided to pick out a few and talk about them. So, starting off with the first graphic novel, I picked up Beautiful Darkness by Fabien, Velhmann, and Karascoet. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This graphic novel, the title really says it all, where it's this story where you follow these like little people that are kind of like borrowers or fae as they go on an adventure to find a new home. That's basically the summary. It has all of these dark themes and things that happen, like murder and death, contrasted by this bright and colorful watercolor art style. I found that as soon as I started reading this, I could not put it down until I was done, and overall it just felt, I don't know, like I had to read something happier after this. I really like this. I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for some sort of alternative dark fairy tale-esque story, and I'm really happy that I ended up picking it up. Now for the next kind of graphic novel slash comic volume that I picked up. It is the third volume of Snotgirl. Now, Snotgirl follows the story of a fashion influencer named Lottie who has very severe allergies, and when her allergies act up, it just makes her nose run basically constantly, hence the name Snotgirl. Now she tries to hide these allergies and tries to like keep up this really specific image that she wants as a fashion influencer, and it just kind of follows her life. The third volume, I'm not really sure what to think of it. When I read it, I was just kind of like, what happened? It introduced this huge supernatural aspect to the series that I don't know if I picked that up in the previous volumes, but this one definitely had a new element added into it. Overall, I really like the Snotgirl stories so far, so I will be continuing on to volume 4, even though this volume confused me. I think it also just got me hooked further into the story. I really love the art. I forgot to mention, but this series is by Bryan Lee O'Malley, who worked on Scott Pilgrim, and Leslie Hyung. I really love the art style. It's very contemporary, as well as the whole theming of this is very contemporary. I love that the works that Bryan Lee O'Malley works on just feel close to real life, but also have crazy supernatural aspects to them usually. So I definitely recommend checking out Snotgirl if you're interested. And on to the next graphic novel. Now, this graphic novel is, again, another kind of comic volume. It is the first volume of Vampironica. I picked this up earlier this year, and then I finally got around to reading it in the past month. It is a alternative universe for Archie and friends where Veronica becomes a vampire, but also a vampire hunter. So a really cool story overall. I just loved seeing the whole gang in this fun supernatural universe that really Riverdale did just not deliver at all in its series. Don't even get me started on with Riverdale. I don't know why I watched so much of the series that I did. Anyways, with Vampironica, I think the main thing that drew me to this volume was the art. I don't usually like the general comic book art style. I don't know, but this one was really unique that it was so sketchy and pencil-y, and I really liked that. Sadly, artists changed in the middle of the volume, so you start out with this one pencil-y, sketchy art style at the very beginning, and then it goes back to the more inked, hardline art style later in the volume, which I was kind of disappointed with, but the story overall was good. It was a little bit generic, but I liked it. I liked the mystery of finding out what kind of vampire Veronica was, as well as what kind of vampires other characters were becoming. And I would recommend checking this out if you're like me and you used to read a ton of Betty and Veronica volumes that your mom would buy you from the grocery store, because I mean, I loved seeing those two best friends hang out, I guess. That's basically all I have to say about this volume. Check it out if you want to. I do recommend it. Now on to another kind of dark fantasy graphic novel. This is Snow, Glass, and Apples by Neil Gaiman and Colleen Doran. This is a dark fantasy retelling of Snow White, where she is some sort of demon, and it is told from the perspective of the evil queen. And I love Neil Gaiman works, so I was really excited to see this as part of my birthday present from my boyfriend. I just love this volume. It was very dark. There was a lot of things that happened in this that I guess would be pretty Brother Grimm-esque, if you get what I'm saying. So if you're a little bit lighthearted or faint-hearted, I guess, I wouldn't recommend checking this out. I do like dark fairy tale fantasy twists, so I was really excited to read this. I thought it was really fun. The ending kind of left me devastated. And it's like the whole world turned gray, but you know, gotta love that feeling that you get. Also, like, the cover of this is just so gorgeous. It's like some sort of tarot card almost, or Art Nouveau style. It just is a beautiful book overall. I also, during this month, ordered the Tron Betrayal graphic novel, and sadly is not here. So here's where I would put it if I had it. Hopefully it comes in within the next few weeks, because I am so excited to read it. I am a humongous Tron fan for absolutely no reason. Do not at me, but I love that series. The last graphic novel that I kind of picked up within the past few months was the Bloodborne graphic novel. Now, this is the only graphic novel that I am showing you that I have not read yet. It is because I am currently playing through Bloodborne and I don't want any spoilers for any of the bosses. I quickly skimmed through it because I'm like, oh, it's the first volume, I'm sure I'll be fine, like I'm probably far enough in the game. And then almost immediately there was a character where I'm like, I've seen you, but not in this context, so I had to put it down. I don't know when, but I'll probably do another graphic novel review video at some point, and hopefully I will be able to talk more about this one. Anyways, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope to see you next time. I definitely have a big manga haul planned for my next video, so I will talk to you then. Bye!